The threat of this enemy has already caused immeasurable tragedies.
Over the past year, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard's relationship has been plastered across the headlines. The details of their life together were revealed with a British newspaper branded the Pirates of the Caribbean star a WB, claims which he disputed. Johnny Depp does not mean to be stopping anytime soon when it comes to finding any evidence that will support him in this libel case against his ex-wife Amber Heard. Everyone is well aware of the fact that the two got a divorce, but it is clear that this has not been one that ended smoothly. Johnny Depp reacts to win the defamation case. It seems as though we can't go a week or so without getting another piece of news or information about the ongoing legal war that is happening between Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. These two have been hurling all sorts at one another, and the court cases that have followed have been filed with shocks, twists, testimonies, and more. Now, after getting a key victory in the UK, Amber Heard is hoping that she will be able to go and get everything Johnny Depp has thrown at her tossed out in court. Most recently, after Pirates of the Caribbean actor Depp lost his right to appeal his libel case loss in London, Los Angeles Police Department or LAPD body cam footage surfaced that seemingly indicated Heard might not have been entirely truth in some of her domestic violence claims. The footage, which was from a 2016 incident in Mr. Depp and Mrs. Heard's downtown Los Angeles penthouse apartment, showed that the residence was not, in fact, as the Aquaman actress had claimed. Now, German outlet BILD has shared that LAPD is reportedly probing Heard for perjury, an offense that can lead up to 4 years in jail in the state of California. Should Heard ultimately be tried for perjury, however, it could turn the tide of Depp's legal woes. The Alice in the Wonderland actor's fans have come together to support him, as have exes Winona Ryder and Vanessa Paradis. There is even petition for Disney to allow him to return as Captain Jack Sparrow that is over 500,000 signatures strong. Currently, the Walt Disney Company has indicated that Depp will be replaced by Margot Robbie in the reported 6th installment of the Pirates of the Caribbean 6. Previously, there were reports that Disney might consider letting Depp come back to popular Pirates movie franchise if he were to win a retrial in his UK libel lawsuit. Heard being found guilty of perjury could go a long way toward this coming to pass. As for Heard, she is currently set to reprise her role as Mira in Warner Bros. Aquaman 2. Depp was fired by Warner Bros. And has been replaced by Mads Mikkelsen as Gellert Grindelwald in the Fantastic Beasts franchise. Johnny Depp and his legal team, having lost their libel case in the UK, are seeing if their tactics will find a more amenable ear in the US, namely trying to prove that his ex-wife Amber Heard has donated the $7 million won in their divorce settlement like she said she would when the divorce was finalized in 2015. Depp first sued the Sun's parent company for libel after the tabloid used the term wife beater in a 2018 headline about him. Last year, the judge sided with the paper, but in an attempt to overturn the ruling, Depp's team entered new evidence that Heard had allegedly lied about donating the whole multi-million-dollar settlement to charity. One of Depp's attorney, Andrew Caldecott QC, said Heard's claim was a calculated and manipulative lie and tipped the scales against Mr. Depp from the very beginning. The attempt didn't fly. The judge in the case is stating that, in short, whether Heard upheld the donation pledge is immaterial to whether Depp has abused Heard in the instances that Sun's legal team laid out during the trial. Depp has denied all claims of abuse against him, and for its part, Heard's legal team has said that the agreement that the actor made and what the ACLU, which was among a couple charities she pleaded to give the money to, understood was that she would donate the total over time. Her team also offered support for the claim, providing evidence that a total of $950,000 has gone to the ACLU and the another $850,000 to the Children's Hospital through anonymous donors per people. Now, Depp's team is attempting to acquire specifics before the start date of the trial in the US by suing the ACLU to disclose how much she's donated so far. They seek discovery concerning any donations to the ACLU Foundation by Ms. Heard or in her name, and/or any public statements related to such donations from the ACLU Foundation and Mr. Romero, communications with Mr. Heard or those acting on her behalf concerning her relationship with Mr. Depp or divorce from Mr. Depp from all ACLU witnesses, discovery concerning Ms. Heard's work as an ambassador for the ACLU Foundation. The US case is slightly different than the UK one in a couple of ways, one of which is that Depp is suing Heard herself for defamation, rather than a paper, after she published an op-ed in the Washington Post in 2018 around the height of #MeToo. In the piece, she described herself as a survivor of domestic violence but did not name Depp. Depp claims and the US judge agrees that the piece was clearly about him. Ostensibly still set to go to trial in the Commonwealth in August. The already litigious Depp first filed a suit just over a year ago in Virginia, which has more flexible defamation laws than California or New York. Ms. Heard is not a victim of domestic abuse, she is a perpetrator, the complaint from the Pirates of the Caribbean star insisted in reaction to an op-ed Heard wrote about domestic violence for the Washington Post in December 2018. Team Johnny unusually did not respond to requests for comment on today's letter from White, but Heard's top lawyer Roberta Kaplan certainly tried to glean some victory from a sting of a defeat and dismissed and avoid a trial. Today's decision leaves it to a jury to decide the meaning of Mrs. Heard's op-ed and the truth of what she said, the Kaplan hacker and Fink LLP partner told Deadline, as the hope and the statute of the limitations may have also worked in the Aquaman actor's favor with Heard. As we have said, the court have strong mechanisms in place for determining the truth. The defense attorney also said after having filed the dismissal attempt back in September, "Here we remain confident that Ms. Heard will prevail at trial when the jury is presented with evidence on the question that the court identified, namely whether Ms. Heard was abused by Mr. Depp." Born into a media spotlight, the Rome Diary co-star's relatively short marriage came to an end in 2016 with a temporary restraining order slapped against Oscar nominee Depp over domestic violence claims. Their relationship ended in a $7 million divorce settlement, most of which Heard ultimately donated to charity. Previously, there were reports that Disney might consider letting Depp come back to popular Pirates movie franchise if he were to win a retrial in his UK libel lawsuit. Heard being found guilty of perjury could go a long way toward this coming to pass. As for Heard, she is currently set to reprise her role as Mira in Warner Bros. Aquaman 2. Depp was fired by Warner Bros. And has been replaced by Mads Mikkelsen as Gellert Grindelwald in the Fantastic Beasts franchise. Johnny Depp and his legal team, having lost their libel case in the UK, are seeing if their tactics will find a more amenable ear in the US, namely trying to prove that his ex-wife Amber Heard has donated the $7 million won in their divorce settlement like she said she would when the divorce was finalized in 2015.